There's an ancient culture in Africa that has a wonderful story about how the soul comes into the world. And this is really a universal story. It's said that before the soul comes into this earth plane, is that it lives in a place in the world beyond the world, a place where all the souls live. And when the right moment arrives for a soul to make its descent to earth, it leaves its abode and it starts to make its journey away from the world behind the world to come and join us here on Mother Earth. As it makes this journey, it meets what they call the divine twin of the soul. Every soul has one of these. This divine twin, when it meets its soul that's about to come to earth, begins to whisper into its ear everything that it's coming to experience. Its purpose, its passions, its adventures, its crises, its trials, its tribulations. And it all sounds like such an absolutely marvelous adventure as it begins to see the purpose of its life and why everything is going to unfold the way that it will. So upon hearing this, the soul is very excited and it begins to make its descent towards the world. And as it does, it hears the sound of a mystical hum that's reverberating through the space. This beautiful hum, this lulling hum, this hypnotic hum that the soul can have no choice but follow towards its origin. So it follows this hum until it comes in contact with a tree, a mystical tree that is floating within space, and it moves towards this tree. And the beauty of the tree causes the soul to unfold its arms around it. And when it does, it forgets everything that it was told by its divine twin. Because what it hugged was the tree of forgetfulness. So now, having forgotten everything that it was told, it begins to make its way towards earth, and then it's born. And once the soul is born and it's reached a certain age, in a culture of wisdom, it would be told about this story. And when it's told about this story, it's told something else. For what the elders will tell the young one is that this conversation that it had with its divine twin revealed to the soul its first agreement. Now, this first agreement is the agreement that we make as to why we're coming to be here, why we're coming to life, the reason we're going through what we're going through, and the lessons we're coming here to learn. Every other agreement that's made by the soul once it comes to the world, the agreement that is made with its family, with its friends, with its school, with its governments, all these social agreements are second agreements, okay? So then, of course, the young one is wondering, how do I know which agreement I'm following? How do I remember my first agreement? And so what they tell him, or her, is that if you're following and fulfilling all your second agreements, but you feel like something is missing inside you, you feel a space, an emptiness, a sadness, that means that you have forgotten your first agreement. And that if you're following your first agreement, but you've broken every second agreement that you've made, but still somehow you find this inner sense of happiness, then yes, indeed, you are following your first agreement. And that the journey of the soul is to fulfill its first agreement while still remembering and balancing its second agreements, but never, never, never to the point that it compromises the agreement that it made with its divine twin, which is the purpose of it coming to earth to be who and what it is meant to be. And that's the story of the two agreements of the soul.